Welcome to Foraging with Jodelle and JoZi again. Here we are. It is, if you're watching this in September, this is about September 2nd. We're out here today foraging. And if you're watching this later, just remember that August and September is the time of month you want to look for crab apples. Yep, we found this tree in our little campground where we camp at. And this is something that grows all over the US, but we're in the Midwest here. It kind of looks like a cherry tree. These little guys are called crab apples, and they grow in clusters, and I'm going to talk about the benefits of crab apples too. So let's see what JoZi's collected so far. They're very cute. They kind of look like cherries, and they're not as sweet as cherries. They're actually kind of sour, and if you think of the taste of an apple, it's kind of like a sour pink lady is what they're going to taste like. So we're going to talk about how to identify the tree, because you want to make sure that you know the tree before you start picking it. Okay, so JoZi, how would I identify a crabapple tree by its leaves?
Well, you can kind of tell like the difference, because they kind of like it. They kind of like it from oval shaped to like an oval point. You can see there, and they're kind of like serrated.
Yeah, the edges look like a knife edge.
Yeah, they're kind of knife edgy, but they don't hurt, luckily.
And how tall would a tree be that we're looking for that's a crabapple?
Well, it would probably get up to like 15 to 30 feet.
Yeah, and look at the clusters on there. We have so many crab apples to pick from, huh? And apparently it's good for hanging too. Okay, so how do we know when the crab apples are ripe? What do they start out as?
They kind of go from green to yellow to orange to yellowish orange to reddish orange. But when they're really ripe, you can kind of see them start getting red, like this one.
Yeah. So what she's saying is that when you see a crabapple tree in the spring, it's going to have beautiful blossoms on it. Now the benefits of those blossoms is you can actually boil them down into a tincture and use them on a skin eruption or on acne. So crabapple blossoms are actually the flowers, the essence of them is really good for skin conditions. Then they're going to turn like a yellowish color and then maybe yellow-orange, and by the time they're this color, they're pretty much ready. Now you're going to see that the end of August, but maybe even on into the fall. So look around and see if you can find a crabapple tree of your own. And no, they don't make you crabby, do they?
Maybe. Maybe pinchy.
Unless you eat an unripe one, that might make you crabby. One last thing to remember when you are picking a crabapple to eat it off the tree. You certainly can, but inside, and get there. It's hard to see, but there's little black or brown seeds. Okay, just like a normal apple. You don't want to eat those. Those actually have small amounts of cyanide, which is poison. So try not to eat the seed. They're hard to notice. You could actually crunch on them and not know. So just pay attention when you're eating one. And the seed is also how you will know that they are a crabapple, because we were wondering if these were cherries when we first saw them, but when we opened them we realized they were apple seeds, so we knew they were crabapples. When they're brown, when you open them and the seeds are brown, that means they're ripe and they're ready for you to enjoy. So the next question you might be asking is, how do you prepare crab apples? Well, you can cut them up and add them to oatmeal. You could saute them and make them into a little sauce you put over some pancakes with some pure maple syrup. You can make applesauce out of crab apples. There's a lot you can do with them, but I was going to show you our favorite way to enjoy crab apples, which doesn't require a lot of prep work other than paddling out on a beautiful lake or body of water.
Hey, don't take one with the leaf.
She didn't like me to eat the ones with the leaves.
Yeah, the leaves are decorative. Fishy.
So crab apples are high in iron, manganese, potassium, and vitamin C. So it's a great source of nutrition as well as just tasting fun. Enjoy.
That one was blue, but it's fine. I'll just take this one.
Promo code alert. What is one of the easiest tips to improve your sleep and lower your stress? Blue light blocking, of course. So Alan, nope, not your neighbor or your friend Alan, but actually artificial light at night, ALAN. Alan is something that after dark, if you have that artificial light, maybe fluorescent lighting or blue lights in your house or a TV shining in your face or a smartphone shining in your face after dark, stimulates your adrenals to not only make cortisol, giving you that I'm too wired to sleep feeling, but also blocks melatonin production. So even if you fall asleep, you will find you have trouble staying asleep. In addition to that, studies have shown that blue light after dark stimulates insulin production, leading to weight gain through late night munchies or just simply by muscle breakdown from stress. And that muscle turns into sugar. That elevates your blood sugar. That causes weight gain. So simply putting on blue light blocking glasses from swanwicksleep.com can be a recipe for sleeping better and even losing weight. And right now, you can save 10% off your favorite stylish pair of Swannies by using my code FITFOR10. That's FITFOR10. Visit swanwicksleep.com and use my code today. My favorite pair? I'm currently loving the aviators, so get you some today.